Hi everybody, it's Ann Kaplan from Mom Me, your parenting support resource from conception to college. We're here for you every step of the way, from the second you pee on that stick, so the day your kid leaves your house. Whatever kind of support you need, birth support, doula support, parenting support, all of that stuff, it's here for you. And today, this week, we're talking about morning routine. And if you think this doesn't apply to you when you're pregnant, you're wrong, and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. But what we're talking about today is how do we get out of the house with our kids without screaming and yelling and being super stressed, being late all the time, like carrying all of our stuff like crazy people into the car, well, here we don't even have a car here in Spain, actually, so we're constantly schlepping things in backpacks and shoving kids out the door and all that stuff. And there's so much stuff we can talk about with this stuff. We can talk about, having a list of things, getting ready the night before, all the little tricks and tips and life hacks, and we're going to talk about that this week for sure. But what I want to talk about today is the most important thing that's going to make all of those things stick. Because I can tell you guys every life hack in the book right now, but if you guys are approaching your morning with this mindset that I'm about to talk to you guys about, none of it's going to work. And that's why today's broadcast is the most important one, because if I don't give it to you, then I give you all the life hacks, they're not going to help you. Okay, so what is the biggest mistake? Picture yourself in the morning, you guys. Picture yourself getting your kids ready for school, getting your kids ready to go anywhere. It doesn't even have to be in the morning. It could be trying to get to, a party in the evening or whatever. Trying to get everybody ready for their day and ready to go out the door. You're yelling at people. You're reminding them. You're running around saying, did you brush your teeth yet? Oh, don't forget, you said you were going to pick up the room. Did you have the birthday present? Constantly going around going beep, 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 beep. And I bet if you're like me, meanwhile, you're still half dressed, your hair's not done, you have a bunch of stuff you haven't done, you haven't eaten breakfast yet because you're running around worrying about everybody else. And that is the biggest mistakes, you guys. The biggest mistake that we make as parents when we're trying to get our kids ready for their day or ready to leave the house or ready to do whatever is caring about getting there on time and properly more than they do. Because what's happening when you are reminding your kids, when you're going around and saying, did you do this? Did you do this? Don't forget this. Blah, 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 blah. You're constantly sending your kids the message, hey, you don't have to worry about this because I've got it. I'm thinking about it for you. So don't worry. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if you forgot anything. I'll make sure you're on time. And meanwhile, we're sitting here feeling so frustrated. Like, why can't these kids do anything for themselves? What the heck? Why do I have to tell them to brush their teeth? My kid's 13 years old. Why should I have to tell him to brush his teeth? Because I trained him to need me to tell him to brush his teeth, you guys. That's why the biggest mistake we make constantly is caring more than our kids about everything that we want them to do. And what is the solution? Just not caring anymore? No, of course not. Our solution is making them care as much as we do, making them care actually more than we do. No one should be more invested in your kid's success than your kids. No one should care more about what your kids are doing than your kids do. And if they do, it's because you've taken that on yourself as a burden and you're not teaching them to be responsible and have that investment in themselves. So don't lower your expectations to your kids. Raise your kids' expectations even above your own. That's what we do as moms every day. We raise our kids above ourselves. That's what we need to do with this caring and investment in getting things done, okay? So what does that mean when I say that? I mean that you need to establish with your children that getting ready for their day, and that's what we say in our house. We don't say, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? We say, are you ready for your day? Kids already know, what does ready for my day mean? It means my room's clean, my bed is made, I've brushed my teeth, I'm dressed, my book bag is packed, and for whatever else we're doing that day, they're ready to go. And they've had breakfast and blah, blah, blah. So I don't have to say any of that stuff. I can just say, are you ready for your day? And if they're not ready for their day, guess what, you guys? There's consequences, natural consequences. This is one of those moments where I really encourage you, of all of those discipline techniques we talked about last week, to use natural consequences. For example, if I find out one of my kids didn't brush their teeth, I don't have to get upset. I can say, well, that's too bad because sugar is really bad for your teeth, and only kids who protect their teeth by brushing get to enjoy that. So that's too bad, but I bet you're going to do a great job tomorrow making sure you brush your teeth. So I'm not worried. I bet tomorrow you're going to get to have treats after dinner. Or, you know what? You're not dressed? Well, that's too bad, buddy. I guess you're going to school in your PJs today. Your hair's not done? I am telling you a true story right now, you guys. I fought with Gigi about brushing her hair and taking care of her hair for so long, and it was a disaster. It made us late for school. I can't even count how many times. And finally, I said to her, guess what, Gigi? We don't have to worry about that anymore, because as long as you can take care of your hair and it doesn't cause a problem for me, you can have long hair, and that's going to be amazing. And guess what, you guys? Very next day, late for school, total drama town. She wound up going to school with like a hairbrush stuck in her hair. And when she got home from school, I cut it all off. I'm not joking, you guys. I actually did that. Do you see how if you're capable of letting go of the fact that, like, well, we have to be on time and the kids have to look a certain way and they have to brush their teeth and they have to have had a great breakfast. It's absolutely a non-negotiable. If you're able to say, you know what? It's worth it to me for one day for my kids to show up to school and they've missed breakfast and they're a little bit hungry, or show up to school and they didn't brush their teeth and then they don't get to have treats tonight, or, you know, or whatever. That happens once or twice, and pretty soon your kids are like, oh my God, I better, you know, bust my butt this morning, because otherwise I'm going to be going to school in my pajamas with no breakfast. Ugh. But when we care more that our kids have breakfast, when we care more that our kids are dressed, when we care more that our kids have brushed their teeth than they care, they're never going to do it. And this applies to every single thing that we do as parents, you guys. When we come at a situation with our kids with the idea of like, I'm going to make you do this thing that actually I'm totally incapable of making you do. Like, I'm physically incapable of making a child brush their teeth. I'm physically incapable of making a child eat. I can't do that. So when I say do this, do this, do this, do this, I'm simultaneously taking away their autonomy to do it themselves and totally undermining my authority, because I'm setting myself up to demonstrate to them how incapable I am of enforcing the things that I'm asking them to do. So ask yourself if you're ready to say, hey, you know what? It's okay. I don't mind if my kids show up to school all screwed up one day, or I don't care if my kids do this one day. And ask yourself why, if you're not ready to do that, why you're not ready to do that. Is it because you think everyone at the school is going to think you're a terrible mom? Is it because, you know, you don't want your kids to look a certain way? Or, you know, all of those things. It's okay to put those things aside for the sake of getting your kids on track. And on Thursday, I'm going to talk to you about, like, okay, well, what do you do instead? But the most important thing is for you to set up a dynamic where your kids have natural consequences that make it so that they care. They care about getting ready on time. It's actually going to disappoint them if they don't get ready on time. They're going to be regretful if they don't get ready on time, because then they're going to do it. Think about all the things your kids do because they want to do them. They're capable of moving mountains when they want to. Our job is to make them want it. And the last two things I'm going to tell you today, before we get into the tips and life hacks on Thursday, is this. Doing this while staying calm and no reminding. So you can get up in the morning and say, guys, can't wait. The train is leaving on time today, and I'm so excited about it, because you know how bummed I get when we're late. I'm so pumped. I'm not bummed at all today because we are going to be on time. And when it's 5 minutes to leave, you gather up those kids, put them in the car in whatever state they're in, whatever protest you hear. And if you can do that calmly with no reminding, I guarantee within a few days, your little engine will be running on time, on schedule, like the little happy engine that could. And on Thursday, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to make that happen even smoother, even easier, with less fighting and less requiring of you to be mean mommy who's shoving kids into her car when they're half ready for their day. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. I hope I don't sound too harsh. Tomorrow, Wednesday, it's pregnancy day, it's baby mama day. We are going to be talking about newborns. Oh my gosh, when you have a newborn baby, how does it feel to get out of your house? Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming at first. It feels like you have to pack up your entire house and bring it with you every time you leave the house. And have you been on time even once since you've had a newborn baby? Baby mamas, I want to hear from you. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to actually make that happen and to kind of take the fear factor out of leaving your house with a newborn. Because I know, and all the mamas in this group know, we remember what it was like those first couple of days with a brand new baby. Love you guys so much. I hope you're having an amazing week, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.